If you build it, they will come. Got the Field of Dreams coming in right away. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a great movie. And there's something about that, knowing that the thing that you're about to build will attract the audience, will attract your collective. The other kind of messages we're getting right off the bat, there's something about the shirt I'm wearing. It says Como la Flor. So that phrase, that song, Selena could be significant. You could be a Selena fan. What was the other thing we got? I'm forgetting it, but we will see if it comes back. It'll come back if it's meant to. So that's a message too. It'll come back if it's meant to. Okay, the other thing I'm seeing here is, because the first cards out we got were the Siren and the Ocean in reverse. And I actually saw this. What's interesting is the Ocean in reverse, like upright. I don't know, something about this, it almost looked like I got this message of it almost being polluted, some kind of environment that hasn't been serving you. This could be almost like a toxic work environment, a toxic relationship, something that just like wasn't beneficial for your energy. And I see some kind of relocation. So whether this is changing jobs, changing homes, getting out of this relationship, there's something here about moving into an environment now that's going to be much more supportive of your growth. You'll thrive in this environment. It's almost like you may have thought something was wrong with you because like something was off here, but you're actually finding like once you're in a new environment, I'm hearing you'll take root, you'll grow, you'll thrive. Okay, so there's something here about you're being moved to a new place, energetically or physically here in some area of life. And yeah, what I saw too, because we also had the Venom in reverse and the Lover. So that's where I see like you're moving out of this, something again that just hasn't been nourishing you. I'm getting that quote, something about like you can't heal in the same environment where you were. I don't know what the other part of that phrase is, but it's something about like, let's say trauma, for example, or something even more mild. Like there's something just like about maybe you can't heal in the same environment you were conditioned, is what I'm also hearing. So there's something here about you may potentially even be, even if it's not toxic, you may just be potentially be moving to a new place where it's like potentially moving away from family or moving away from some kind of like, I'm getting like a small town vibe almost, something here where we're moving away for the first time, moving away from home, potentially where it's like you're finally, I'm hearing breathing on your own. Interesting. There's something here about you're able to like think for yourself and kind of figure out like your own perspective, your own beliefs on things. Literally there's power to the energy, like physical spaces and geological places. Geological. I meant geographical, but geological. Interesting. So there could be something about geology here, about rocks, crystals. And the Siren does have that stone there. I was researching one to try to find a stone that's that color, kind of this magenta. And there's a kind of garnet that's called rholodite. R-H-O-L-O-D-I-T-E. Rholodite garnet, that's more of this. It's got more of a pink hue than traditional garnet. So that may be significant. Geological, okay, interesting. So maybe something about mountaineering too, okay, interesting. Anyways, my point was that there's energy, like spaces and places hold so much energy, and you truly can tap into whole new potentials by relocating or even by refreshing your own space. There's a lot to like feng shui and different ways of managing energy within your home. So even if you're not actually moving, like something about maybe refreshing your space, but I do get Interesting, I just placed these all in an interesting like flower pattern here. Flower of life, sacred geometry coming up again. So we got that Doe Mountain card again, which says, my innocence is nurtured by gentleness and quiet strength. So it's almost like an environment that's, you need something that's more gentle or more nurturing here. You also have an innocence potentially about your energy that may like trigger some other people, or you have kind of like a lightheartedness, or you carry like a, not childlike necessarily, but kind of maybe just in the way like you may see the world. The wonder of the world, I'm hearing, like you notice a lot of little details. The other card is about gratitude, so there's a lot here about feeling like having this moment of feeling kind of overwhelming gratitude for your life and what's coming into your life. Yeah, I'm just seeing your spark, your hope, your passion being reignited here. Ooh, one card stayed in. What is that? Four Wands again. We just got that yesterday. Okay, this is wish fulfillment 1111. If you've been seeing 1111 a lot, this is an extra affirmation. I'm hearing doors are opening. Strength. Didn't we just say? My innocence is nurtured by gentleness and quiet strength. Look at that. That card feels like gentleness and strength. Being truly cared for. I'm also hearing being seen. You know, there's like this new environment. And 4 Wands can also be new home. Like I'm getting something about 4th house energy. There may also be something in astrology here, a transit happening with your 4th house. Maybe look at that. But yeah, this could literally be a new home. And it's like you come into your power here because you're finally in an environment that isn't trying to deplete you. Or isn't actively draining your energy. The Moon, 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah, I just get some kind of weird, like manipulative energy there. I was also getting a message earlier about like false friends, or this sense of people potentially being like some kind of jealousy here. Potentially in the environment that you were in, but let's leave that in the past. It's like we're going to focus on the good that's coming in. There is a lot of surprise energy here. Chariot, yeah, a lot of fast moving progress once this gets going. Marriott can't be stopped. So again, there's a lot of, keep getting stuff about momentum, about finding your stride. The Tower in reverse, yeah. It's like the final Tower moment. For a while, you've been through a lot of upheaval, a lot of changes. It's like I'm seeing you're craving some kind of foundation. You're craving, like you're used to change. You're also very resilient. I'm getting your energy is very resilient. You're highly adaptable, but you're at a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to kind of put down some roots in some sense. I feel like there's still wanderlust. I'm getting like there's still desire to really travel, to explore, to expand, but I do get that you're anxious to find a place to call home. You know, like no place like home. It's like you're eager to find that place. Queen of Cups, yeah. Yeah, emotional stability too, and fulfillment, some kind of community. I'm getting not just a physical place, but like you want to find a place that actually feels like home, where you have community. They are commending though your emotional strength here. Let's see, what else is that about? Oh yeah, peonies, I can barely see them. I have these gorgeous peonies. Peonies could be significant. Look how beautiful these are. Oh, I love the smell of peonies. Stop and smell the peonies. This could be a symbol. Someone could be giving you peonies. You could see peonies. I really love like seeing peonies bloom because it's such a tight little ball. If you've ever seen them, or bought them, if you've seen them on the plant or bought them at the store before they open up, it's like this tight little ball, and then it just blooms into this huge flower. And so there's something about that too, about your blossoming. I'm getting something about you may have been underestimated and people are about to see you fully bloom. Oh, Ace of Wands, yes. That was flipped over in the deck. Yes. Hell yes, I'm hearing. Hearing if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. So there's something here about decision making too, like trusting your barometer, I'm hearing. Okay, judgment. Wow, yeah. Stepping into your destiny. Keep getting that as well. It's a big moment. I feel like 2025 is a moment. A moment in history. One for the record books, I'm hearing. This shift as well, wherever you're being moved, I'm seeing it's allowing you to dream bigger. You know, I'm seeing this Four of Wands in front of the castle. It's like it's kind of like I'm getting a minimalist sense, like you're happy with, like you don't need a lot materially, but there's something here about you're expanding like your sense of, you're dreaming bigger of like what's possible for you. It's almost like a fairy tale energy. And look at that, this card always makes me think of fairy tales, Six of Cups. Something about Europe here too. The Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles. You've been studying something, I'm seeing 7 years. 5 to 7 years. You're in commencement too, so yeah, there could be a graduation of sorts. Also a spiritual up-leveling. Wow, the Star. There's like this emergence of your most authentic self. I'll have Aquarius energy here. Also hearing stargazing, shooting stars. There could be something about this summer. There's nothing like that. Sitting on a nice summer night getting to watch shooting stars. There's something you're like maybe kind of really enjoying this summer. Getting to like relax this summer. You're like coming into your own energy. The Magician, yeah. Your own power. 2 Pentacles. Oh, I remember. Thank you. They just brought up the other, I was like, what was the other symbol? And I said I couldn't remember, and now it's coming back. So this thing, like we said, if it's meant, it'll come back if it's meant to. I saw this beautiful, I walked back by the Chalk Festival again today, and I saw one of the incredible pieces was a woman's face, and there was a black dragon with her, so black dragons could be significant. I just watched the movie Damsel, which is Millie Bobby Brown, is that her name? In it, and that's around the story of a dragon too, so that's something about dragons. And Dragon Tales, is that I don't know why I'm getting that as like a cartoon, is that? Or Dragon Ball Z? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, we have the devil, and then we have, we'll cover these two up, but we have like, these 2 people in chains. And then we have, look at this, there's something here about moving into a healthier relationship, something that's more balanced, kind of moving out of, I'm getting a sense of codependency, then moving into equal give and take, mature relationship, mature communication. This could even be with yourself, like finding some kind of emotional maturity, stability within yourself, being able to better express your needs, to ask for what you want, to be willing to have open and honest conversations, I'm hearing, okay? Anything else? Let's see if we get, I just like sat up straighter, so there's something here about, yeah. It's reminding me of like being in school. Sit up straight. Whoa. As I said that, all these come flying out. Interesting. Now the school, I'm hearing school bell, okay. School of Rock. I don't know why we're getting all this stuff about school now. Maybe you're thinking about going back to school because we were talking about commencement. Maybe something really, maybe there's like I don't know what would be a 7-year program or 5 years. Maybe there's something that you're worried about the length of time it's going to take, but there's something about it's going to be worth your investment. I am seeing too, like if there's worry about the financial aspect, I'm seeing a scholarship being offered here. Okay, so there's something like, if there's something you're passionate about and you want to study, but either the time or the money, some kind of material aspect is the only thing holding you back, they're saying don't worry about that. This kind of ties into yesterday. It's like the whole staircase. You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And it's like when you're really showing up in your highest intention and in your power and stepping more into your purpose, following your curiosity, following your passion, the universe will conspire to provide for you. So it's like, don't even worry about the nitty-gritty details. I'm hearing it's like they'll take care of it. You just need to take the first step, believe in yourself, and trust that you're being guided to this course, this study, whatever it is, for a reason, okay? 1631 there. 633, okay. Once again, I'm grateful to have you in the House of Bardot, and I will catch you next time.